Andrew Schulz was just on Club Shay Shay. That's a good question that he brought up. Who is the Mount Rushmore of comedians? All right, let's just throw 5 on there. I want y'all to start off with that list. This channel, Rich House Comedy, is all about comedy, showing love to the legends and giving them their flowers. Also, I want to start engaging in some conversations as well. So if you guys like content like this, write more combo or MC so I know to keep it going. Now, goddamn well I edited this part about 9 times. My Mount Rushmore of comedians: Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Cat Williams, Bernie Mac, and Mike Epps.
Who is your Mount Rushmore comedians? You do I don't know in New York. It's 4. You only get 4 heads. Because people be trying to put 5, 6, 7 heads on Mount Rushmore.
Sure.
You got 4.
Patrice O'Neal.
Okay.
Eddie. Bernie Mac. Chris Rock.
Over Dave Chappelle, though?
Who influenced you?
That list is a little salty. Yo, if you feel like that list a little weak, because he ain't put Richard Pryor and he ain't put Dave Chappelle.
You.
First person I ever listened to do stand-up was Eddie Murphy. It was my father. He put in a cassette tape. Now we're dating myself here, but like not VHS, audio.
Yeah.
And we listened to Delirious.
Okay.
I remember seeing my dad.
84?
No, I was born in 83, so this is later, but maybe it came out in 84. Yeah. And he was doing the bit about like, what if Mr. T was gay?
Yeah.
What if Mr. Ralph Cramden was gay? Yeah. And I saw my dad laughing so hard.
Y'all.
And like from that moment, I can tell you the exact moment that I knew I was going to be a comedian before even knowing it. But it was like, I want to make my dad laugh like that. And Eddie was just a genius. And then I got roped into buying those Def Comedy Jam VHS tapes. Remember when he was like, there was some 1-800 number.
Nostalgic moment. There was nothing like Def Comedy Jam. Who was your favorite Def Comedy Jam comedian? Yo, I got hairs on my arm just rose up because it's the nostalgic feeling. Like, that's the real comedy where people say whatever they want. Oh, my God.
I called it from the house. I'm like, Mom, I need your debit card or whatever. Like, I'm getting sent the new Def Comedy Jam VHS. And then I saw Kings of Comedy with some friends in the movie theater. We're watching a movie theater. Yep. And I saw Bernie Mac. And I was like, wow, that is truly the funniest human being I've ever seen in my life. And at this point in my life, I didn't really know that there were bits. And he was so conversational. Like, if you remember Bernie, like he was funny. And then the jokes were like the sprinkles on top. But he himself just existed
so animated
as a funny human being. And oh my God, it was just like, I was just watching this like super genius on stage. And then I saw Patrice O'Neal when I was doing comedy as like a comedian early on. And I was like, oh, that is the craft at its highest.
It is.
It does not get, in my opinion, from everybody I've seen in person, that is the craft at its highest. Rest in peace, Patrice O'Neal. Have you seen Patrice before?
Yeah. Patrice cool, but his stand-up wasn't that funny.
Go watch Elephant in the Room if you can. It's probably on Netflix. It is, I mean, if you want to talk about like his ability to control attention, his ability to like, to lure you into his thought process and get you to take down your guard. A lot of times when we're watching stand-up, we're almost kind of guarded. We're like, all right, where's the joke? Where's the joke? But he so quickly gets you to just be like,
disarms you and you're just like,
we're hanging, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, we're hanging out.
Kind of.
And you're just looking at a super genius.
Right.
Debatable.
Whose skill of communication in the world is making people laugh.
Right.
And the little things that he like sets traps for the audience, then dunks. Oh, it's just, to me, that's the highest it's ever been done.
Right.
Is Patrice O'Neal.
It's like he's purposely not saying Dave Chappelle. It's like, come on. Like, I'm all about Patrice O'Neal, but how could you not put Dave Chappelle in that list?
I read where you felt Chappelle took a shot at you on Rogan.
Yeah. I think it was about the slideshow. He called it like a slideshow.
Right.
I mean, it had some pictures in it. but yeah, I guess that. I think it was more like Rogan was like building me up. Right. And he was just being the great guy he always is, which is like trying to build up young talents and like give them praise. And like he's sitting across from, someone who's recognizes.
Many believe he's the GOAT.
Is the GOAT, as they should. Like he's brilliant.
He is.
And I think that he was like really kind of like serving it up for Dave to be like, hey, he is great.
He's really good.
And then he was kind of like, I don't know about that, And And I think, there's part of you that's like, man, I wish it didn't go that way, but it's okay. It is what it is.
Joe Rogan not funny, though.
Joe, I've not had one person come on this show and say anything bad about Joe Rogan. They give him his flowers. Like, Joe, hey, you need this, call Joe. You want support, call Joe. Joe's going to highlight you, Joe.
Yeah.
What is it about Joe Rogan? What makes Joe Rogan so special?
He's a benevolent king. Most people that have the disposition that like...
But he's not going to say his comedy specials. There's not nobody in this crowd. Guys, if you believe it, this is your time. Tell me a comedy special right now that'll make you cry by Joe Rogan.
Allows them to become powerful are not good. It's very rare you get a person that wants power and wants to help.
Right.
Usually people that want power have like a psychosis. They have an issue, right? And they're like crazy people. Like every tyrant of any country. Most of them are not like benevolent.
Right.
And he's a person who, I don't think he ever was like, I'm going to be the most influential. I'm going to be whatever.
Yeah.
But throughout the entire time has looked out for other people.
Yes.
Like the amount of people he's just made millionaires. The amount of people he's made thousandaires. Like the amount of people that it's just unbelievable. So I think when you feel that, and you feel that from someone in a position that does not need to do that, and when most people don't, there's a lot of gratitude.
Right.
There's a lot of gratitude towards him, I think.
I had Cat on, and Cat
We know.
pulled the curtain back.
Yeah.
I don't think people knew that comedians were at each other like this as much as they were. And I think Cat pulled the scab back, pulled the curtain back. And did you know? Are you on? Do you? I mean,
I think it's really competitive.
Really? Everybody says that.
Yeah, I think it's like, to me, I think it's really competitive, and like we just don't really share our business publicly a lot.
Yeah.
And I think Kat kind of shared it.
Right.
But I think there's a lot of competition, and I think sometimes there's like a scarcity mindset where it's like, oh, because he's doing this, I'm not. Which is not the case.
Correct.
There's a lot of nights out. People got to go to shows.
Right.
Nobody's taking food off your plate. Like, but sometimes when you don't have something, you're looking for an explanation
reason why.
as to why.
Yeah, blame other people.
It's just like when I see guys arguing over like who could cover who on a podcast.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be competitive.
Right.
And then the people who are super successful, when you reach a certain level of success, people are looking for reasons why you shouldn't be that way. Like, I'm sure you experienced it.
Yeah.
When this show was like a fledgling show, you remind everybody of their dreams. Once you do 80 million views and you're millions of this and millions of dollars, you got your own cognac, now you remind people of what they have not accomplished.
Right.
So now they start going like, oh, but he just does this.
Right.
And he just does that.
Or he sold out to Hollywood. Or he a part of the Illuminati.
So, which is like the greatest compliment you can get. I mean, like, once people start saying you're Illuminati, you made it. Listen, making it as a black dude in America is either you're gay or you're part of the Illuminati.
Yes.
That's how you make, if you don't have a gay rumor and you don't have Illuminati, you haven't made it yet.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, that's deep.
Is that what you guys say in y'all community? When a white guy makes it.
Crazy.
No, we say Epstein's Island. Like he was on the flight logs. No, but I think what happens is there is this like competition, and then sometimes now that there are these platforms, it kind of gets out.
Right.
And it just comes from people wanting a little bit more.
But here's the thing, though, Schulz, is that 80% of the money that's in circulation was printed since 2020.
So there's a lot more money out right now.
So if they run out, they'll print more.
Yeah.
I'm not taking, see, you can't get mad at results you didn't get for work you didn't put in.
You're speaking logically, but people react off emotion, man. And I think sometimes emotionally, they're just trying to find a reason why they aren't where you are. Yeah, I'm not where he is because I didn't.
But you're not working hard. Because you criticize me, say all you do is work. You ain't got no life. I see now why you're not married.
Isn't that funny? So it's like you work too hard, and that's why you're not married.
Right.
If you were married, they'd be like, yeah, but you don't really care about your family because you're always working. Like,
correct.
There's always going to find a way to tear you down. But again, it has nothing to do with you.
Right.
It's just now you're at a level where it's, you remind people of what they haven't achieved. And but also here's the thing. When we get to those levels, we can't really about it. That's the cost of success.
I really respect this whole interview, and I think this interview is a deeper thing. Like, number one, I do feel that comedians don't have to be friendly. And I do feel like it is competition. And I think that the competition should be based off the talent that the comedian can offer. And if you have talent and you're talking, put it up to the test. Show other comedians that you have that talent, and that's that. Because us as the consumer, we want to consume that. I love all the comedians that I bring on my channel. If I don't like them, I won't react to them. Andrew Schulz, definitely a fan of him. If you guys, like I said, want to have more combos like this, feel free to write MC or more combo in the comments. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the top bell, and I will see y'all on the next one. I'm out of here.